What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. White man is about to explain to all of us how we got here. Okay? How we got here with Donald Trump and his ranting and raving about destroying all of Iran if Iran does not come to the negotiation and agree to all of America / aka Israel's unreasonable terms, right? For a measly 45-day ceasefire. America basically wants Iran to give up all leverage it possibly has, right? And give up all the uranium it has produced for itself, right? And then all it's gonna get is 45 days of a ceasefire, which just gives the America and Israel illegal war coalition time to re-up ammunition in order to continue the bombing, right? And Israel's never ever in the history of all Israel has ever honored any treaty, any ceasefire ever in the history of its recent existence. In America, we don't follow treaties, as you can ask the Native Americans about all the treaties that they signed with the United States of America, and African Americans. We could tell you too, all the treaties and all the deals we signed with the white Western world and called America, and you can't trust them on any deal, right? So the Iranians, right, are holding strong on the little bit of leverage they do have, and they're not stupid enough to give it up to these powers, these terrorist organizations that are currently the IDF and the Israeli administration and the American empire, But we're gonna see how we got here, because we got here because of jealousy and racism. Imagine all this shit's happening. We got Donald Trump, who's basically threatening to nuke Iran, which is insane. And you know what? We can't take it as a joke, as a senile old man just talking trash, because we know he might just very well do it. Right? It's Tuesday, and he said, hey, if you guys don't listen to me, I'm gonna do this, because right now you have white people doing what white people do best when they come up to a situation they don't know how to handle. Kill, destroy. Kill, destroy. That's the answer to starting something, is to kill, destroy more. Right? That's the answer to everything to these guys. Right? And that's his answer. Kill more, destroy more. Right? So, when a black man was in charge, we brought humanity. Remember, Obama fixed all this. This is white supremacy caused problem. Obama fixed all of this. The only presidents in the history of America to actually go to an opponent or to an opposition and fix some shit for real, like historically fixed it. And the white man was so pissed off that black man in that air found some commonality, some common ground, that they had to destroy it and almost destroy the world, destroy their economies, only to undo it because the black man did it. That's ridiculous. That's how much Obama lives rent-free in every white person's head who seek power, because they knew he was successful. The only controversy he had was a tan suit and Beergate, right? He was black excellence personified, and that shit right there flied in the face of the hundreds of years of them trying to convince black people they ain't shit and they can't lead. When we all know black people can lead. We all know black women can lead. We all know, honestly, here's the thing. We all know, honestly, what it is that we need to fix the country, right? The opposite of what we have now. We all know, even the racists know who would do a good job right now. They don't want to admit it. They didn't want to admit it the first time, or the second time, right? They don't want to admit it, but they know, to be honest, to reverse everything we got going on, we really need a black woman. At best, at least we need a black man. Honestly, we can't trust white women. We know they're not going to do it. Right? Can't trust white men. How many times will we keep getting them opportunities, right? Can't trust Gavin Newsom. We already know that's just corporate Democrat going back again. You already see Tucker Carlson coming. He already campaigning right now, right? That ain't nothing but the old Republicans. Like, this is, if you between Gassam and Tucker Carlson, man, neither one of those is good for us, right? Neither one of them, right? However they paint themselves, that's just white supremacy by another name. Y'all all know what we need. I'm telling you, everybody knows what we need. We need a black woman. That's why white Asian POCs always tell their children when they get lost, what they tell them to do. Go find a black person. When they're in danger, what they tell them to do? Go find a black person, because they know the black man brings peace and safety and the black woman brings love and safety. They know it. Their egos won't allow them to allow what needs to happen, right? And until then, they're going to keep fucking around and find out, because we're going to be okay. Black people going to be okay anyway. Is everybody else that's having an existential crisis, because this shit ain't nothing to us. What, recession? We've been in a recession. Depression? Shit, we've been in a depression. Economic downturn? We've been in an economic downturn. What tariff shit? We been tariffs. What y'all talking about? Inflation shit. We always been inflated. It like none of this, all the stuff that's happening externally right now, black people, we can handle it. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna still do our thing. Is everybody else just flipping out right now because they've been living under that genjutsu, living under that fake American dream when we always known as a nightmare. Now, can we create that dream? Yeah. We still got plenty of time to make the America that white people pretend exists, that black people know don't exist, and that POCs are seeking. We never seem to get to, except for the ones and twosies that know how to play ball with the white man and be that good immigrant, and go against some other immigrant, or be that good immigrant and go against the black people. The only power that they actually have in this country is to coalesce with black folks, but they don't do it. Have you ever noticed that you don't see POCs amongst each other trying to coalesce? You don't see no Latinos and Asian coalition, do you? You don't see no Indian and Chinese coalition, no Indian and Latino, no brown on brown or no yellow on brown coalition. Is always them and us, because they know we the ones who got the power. We the ones who got the power, and that's just what it is. So no matter what combination of brown and white, brown and brown, no matter what happens, if the black ain't dead, it just ain't got the oomph. It just ain't got the juice. I think we all can see that by now. But anyway, this white man's gonna explain how we got here. How white supremacy, that wasn't really white supremacy very well, got us here to this point. Anyway, you tell me what you think in the comment section. Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something. I'm out.
Let's recap on how we got here and what's actually going on. First off, Obama had a deal with Iran. It was a non-proliferation treaty to where they weren't going to produce nukes. They were only going to produce, I think it was like 3.5% enriched uranium. Part of that deal, we gave them $1.7 billion as part of a dispute over a arms treaty that had went awry in the 70s. Basically, we gave them their money back. So for a whopping total of $1.7 billion, Iran agreed to release some prisoners and to not create nuclear weapons. Trump comes along and says he doesn't like that deal, and so he rips it up. Now, mind you, Obama did this in 2015, right? It had already been on the books for a while. Trump's term, he comes in, he rips it up. Doesn't want anything to do with it. We had no idea why he did this. My suspicion is that Netanyahu told him to, but that's just my personal feeling on that, and I can't verify that, so I'll leave that alone. So Trump's second term comes around, and he says, hey, you guys aren't letting inspectors in, we don't know where you're at, tell us what's going on. And Iran says, fuck you. That's what Iran says. You tore up the deal, we don't have a treaty anymore, why should we let you into our facilities, why should we let you do anything? So Trump gets mad, and he bombs them. But he gave them 2 weeks warning in advance before he bombed them. So even if they had nuclear capabilities, they had, opportunity to move it. But that didn't stop Trump from claiming he took it by total obliteration of their nuclear program. But they want to do another deal. Said, all right, that's fine, let's do this. So Iran sits down, EU folks are there, and they're negotiating on what they're going to be allowed to do and not allowed to do. And instead of like 3% enrichment, they decide they're going to go with 1.5% enrichment. They're going to allow inspectors in, and they're going to let a third party handle all their nuclear material. While they are at the negotiating table, Trump attacks them again. Why? Don't know. Again, I'm going to guess Netanyahu, but it has to do with the total incompetence of Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. In our first wave of attack, we end up killing over 100 young girls because we blew up a girls' school. That should have been the end of all of this, and it wasn't. In return, Iran retaliates and says, fuck you, we're not negotiating, we're not anything, you can fuck off, Donald Trump. Iran starts to put the hurt on the global economy, blocking the Strait of Hormuz, smoking American installations across the entire area, and royally showing Donald Trump he has no idea what the fuck he's doing or what he's talking about. They gave him the big F you. Trump now wants to make a deal because gas prices are going sky high. Food costs are going to go up, and he knows it's going to cost him the midterm election. So he's trying to cut a deal with Iran. Iran still says, fuck you, we don't trust you. Every time we've tried to talk to you, you've attacked us. So fuck off. Trump and Hegseth bit off a bigger piece than they could fucking chew. Everybody else knew it. They didn't. They said they didn't. That leads to the idea that they're just totally incompetent. Now, the orange turd, is threatening to commit war crimes against Iran if they don't come to the table and work out a deal. And we're sending in ground troops on top of it. So now our American service members are going to be slaughtered because Trump is an incompetent piece of shit. So that $1.7 billion that Obama gave Iran was their money to start with. But even if it wasn't, it was still far cheaper than what is happening right now. We're spending almost $1 billion a day or some shit like that. So out of the two, who got a better deal for the American people? Obama or Trump? So Trump and Hegseth can fuck right off. And I truly hope they acquiesce before more American service members die. And to be very clear, I'm not mad at Iran. Not one bit. They're literally just defending themselves. If I were them, I would probably be doing the same shit. So this is all Trump's fault. You don't get to blame Iran. You don't get to blame anybody else. When you look at those gas prices, blame Trump. When you look at those boxes that come back with our service members in them, blame Trump. All of this lies squarely on Trump. Every single fucking bit of it. The schoolgirls, the Strait of Hormuz, all of it is on Trump. 100%.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.